Francisco, I ended up meeting Todd Rundgren, who had been a lifelong idol of mine for his guitar playing and songwriting. I've also ended up working with him, which was a dream come true, you know. I became his guitar player since 1991 and have done all the band tours that Todd's done, maybe 3 different tours since '91. My big complaint about going for guitar lessons early on was I wanted to learn how to play Sunshine of Your Love, and I wanted to learn how to play, you know, the cool part. But the guy got the sheet music out and taught me how to play It's Getting Near Dawn with lots of rests in it, you know. So I figured out early on that if I had wanted to learn the guitar parts, I'd probably have to do it myself. You've got a lot of different places to play the same notes. You've got, you know, just the duplication of notes on the instrument. On the piano, this F is like one place on the piano, whereas on the guitar, 5 places for the same note. The guitar is like having 5 keyboards sticking out in front of you, staggered. You know, they're about 2 octaves each, and they're staggered by a 4th interval, and you got to decide where you want to play that note. So playing guitar becomes very much pattern-oriented, position-playing oriented, or playing along the length of a string. There's just so many ways to get from one note to the next on the guitar. You know, on the piano you can go plunk plunk from one note to the next. On the guitar, you can pick both notes. You can hammer the note, the second note, without picking it. You can slide into it. You can bend into it. You can bend into both notes. You know, there's just so many different ways to just get from one thing to the other. So everything you can teach yourself rhythmically, melodically. You know, you've got to learn the sounds of the intervals. The intervals are the measuring distance from note to note in music. Here's an octave. All these notes in between are different measured intervals all the way up to the octave. The guitar shows you how they get wider and wider until you finally reach twice the frequency or the octave note, and then the whole thing starts over again. Harmonics are natural divisions along a string's length. When a string vibrates, it vibrates from the bridge to the nut. It doesn't go this way, it goes back and forth. It's like a body of water with 2 short points. So when you throw it's like throwing a stone into the water, and it vibrates in both directions. When you have the string, 12th fret is the halfway point. That would be your first harmonic. If you divide the string into 3 equal parts, you'll have your 2, they're called nodes. These are actually dead spots on the string, and the string is not vibrating at that spot. You can touch it again, and the note will keep going. Whereas if I touch it anywhere else, it stops the note. So I use these harmonics a lot. You'll hear in the show I play entire melodies with them, very inspired by Jeff Beck's use of harmonics. Stole some Beck licks like which is all in harmonics. You bend a little with the bar. Some other nice things you can do to get harmonics is you can tap them 12 frets higher. If I were to hold a little bar at the 3rd fret here, 12 frets higher would be the 15th fret. You could make them pop out in a number of ways. You could pick them. You could tap them. You could slap them. You know, you add distortion to that. A little volume pedal, let's see. That's all harmonics. If I just played that straight, it would sound like this.